cross your mind. Anything cross our mind, this is not heaven. It's like Allah Almighty. Anything cross our mind, that's not the description of Allah. It's something beyond our imagination. But always give yourself a reason and meaning. And if something happened to you, always just try to sit a little bit and think. There is something, it's called al-ghafla. Al-ghafla in Arabic, it's not to forget. It's not to have a warning. It's not to ignore. It's combined. You know it, you ignore it, and you've been warned about it, and you don't want to realize it. You know it's there. But it's not you forget it. It's in front of you. And you ignore it. You want to ignore it purposely, which is called al-ghafla. Meaning, when Allah, He told us the punishment of most of the nation, because they have this manner. Allah, He sent them sign and sign and sign. Imagine the Prophet Musa in his time, Allah Almighty, He sent many signs to Fir'aun. And they see it with naked eyes, His people. For example, my neighbor, he doesn't get any punishment. Why me, I'm get flooded? Why me, I'm getting this frog? Why me, I'm getting this and this? And they see it, but they ignore it. They keep ignoring it. Due to what? Allah, He told us, sometime, if we keep ignoring, He will turn our heart upside down. Even we see the sign, it doesn't make anything to me, mother of nature, to survive, to make money, maybe the insurance. Always, when something happened, like what will happen now in USA, we've been blessed to see it. I need to realize it. How I'm gonna react to something happen. Let's say I'm sitting, I heard something happen. First of all, I need to realize it's coming from God to start with. Even if it's punishment or not a punishment, warning or a reminder, it's come from God. What I should do, it should stop me and realize it's from God. I need to prepare like the other, but I don't need to have the same faith as they have, because it comes from God. It doesn't come from them. It could be me. Meaning I need to reflect on myself first. What about me if I die now? I need to reflect. When Allah sent the signs to us, to reflect, not to forget, because forgetting it comes from the Satan. Till he made you realize, he gave a different name. Then I'm start acting same thing. Mother of nature, it's this way, this plus this, it will give this, maybe this place. On the beginning, it's from God. I need to stop, think about it, realize, what about if it happened to me? Then I need to reflect on myself, what I'm doing toward Allah. I need to calculate my way to Allah. Then I need to relate it to the nation before. Imagine the Prophet Hud. There is a nation, it's called the giant nation. Allah, He sent them a hurricane. You call it hurricane, but it's not hurricane. When they said above 5, they cannot count, because it's impossible to have a machine to count above 5. Meaning above 5 category, they don't have any machine yet to count it. It's impossible. It's beyond their imagination. When Prophet Hud in his time, when the punishment been received, something it's call it 800 miles per hour, 9. Allah, He sent it to destroy everything, not to leave nothing. When He came, they think it's raining, something good, because the raining it's been stopped for many days, or they said months, or they said maybe it's raining. Imagine, it's not like now. It stays there for 8 days, meaning 7 days and 9, which is 8, or just 7 days, 24 hours. Staying there, moving around. Imagine if you have a hurricane, Cat 5, for 1 day, same spot. What you will find? Nothing. Meaning I have to relate it to this, to see the flooded in their time. Prophet Nuh, when Allah He sent it, even when he talked to his son, come with me. He said, no, I will go to somewhere high to be saved. Then he said, no one can be saved except who Allah give the mercy, meaning who's with me in the boat. Meaning if I need mercy from Allah, He sent you sign. I need to realize it and follow the path of safety. I might not be ready to die now. We like those titles. May Allah give me children, may Allah. As soon as we have it, we react. In Quran it said, we start, can I ignore it? When I get it, I ignore it. When I don't have it, I say, can I keep asking Allah to give it to me? As soon as I have it, which somehow we ignore it, it became mine. Kind of like it's mine. But it's already yours to start with. But you ask Allah Almighty, you beg Allah, He gave it to you, which somehow you ignore it. You ask Allah to have children, He gave you the baby. You ignore it. You ask Allah for that job, you have it. You don't do anything with it to take you to the hereafter. You ask Allah for a car, you have it, you ignore it, you start going to the places we're not supposed to go. For always, we don't need to forget the reminder. I need to realize on me. If that stuff could happen to me. But there is some people now, they just thinking about it like a money business. Now I'm going to those places to have an insurance, $1 million or two, then that's it. Twice a year, I'm making money. We don't need to take the route of the life as God, He told us. Prophet, He said, He's not worried about us to be poor. He's worried if we try to get into this life and start fighting with each other, who's better, who's best. I'm giving the meaning. I'm giving the meaning to myself. I'm turning the trap to myself because Satan, I'm not even realizing that Satan is around. When Allah He told us He's around, there is something in Quran, it said need, which is few, they realize it. When the Satan, he replied to Allah Almighty, the scholar said, when you read the verse, there is a stop over there. He start thinking. Meaning, if you have your children, you tell them, why did you do this? Soon as they think, meaning they will lie. They should say it to you as it's been. I did it because I thought, not because I think. When you say I think, meaning there is a punishment. Right away, as a father, you punish. But if they said, I did it because I thought you told me, because I thought we should do it, then you will realize it and you show them the way. Prophet Adam, he did the same thing, peace be upon him. He said, Allah to forgive us. We. He said, Inna kunna min ad meaning we, meaning in past. Satan, he did not. He said something in future. I'm better than him. He started thinking. It's like that with Allah. When Allah, He told us, He said that we're a Muslim. We don't gain our reward from this life. And if we don't watch it, our children, they start thinking same way. Imagine now, a Muslim, their children, they talk about Mother Nature too. Look at what Mother Nature done. Look at this. Look at this. We fighting with you. We stopping you. You cannot beat us. That's how they think. Because it's mother. They hear it. Meaning I have to talk to my children and build their faith. Why this stuff is happening? It might not be me. It could be punishment or warning. But to me as a believer, the way how we look at it this way. When Allah He sends something, this is Allah work. Let His work done. I need to remove myself and I need to reflect. Can I be same thing? What about if this stuff gone? Oh, I'm saved. I made it. No, you did not made it because your heart is done. When the before the nation before their heart is gone. When your heart is gone, is gone. What we have here is not a blood and vein. It's called something life living creature. I need to work in my heart. I need to have a challenge every day. Every day I have challenge in my life. This week I have a challenge. I need to do this. I need to pray faster. I need to read Quran. I need to memorize this. I have to have a challenge to keep going. Let's say if I don't have a challenge. Well, it's being Satan. He gave you the challenge you need. Because as we know, they told us Satan, he has something, it's called the tree. He always has something in front of you, wishes and hope. Go to the graveyard and ask those people, they have wishes and hope. Prophet, he said, we will reach our destiny before the hope and wishes. It's impossible. Meaning I have to have something every day, every week, every something to challenge. I want to do this week. I need to pray faster this week. I need to read, that's it, to commit to read the book of Allah. I need to wake up at night and pray. I need to do Friday. I need something to keep going, a challenge. If I don't do it, I'll feel like I'm dying. Meaning Satan, he will have a challenge. You have to make it to your job. You have to go to this. You have to save money. You have to have a house. You have to do description. He gave us the description to follow. Keep following and following and following. On the end, he laughed on us on the day of judgment. I did not say anything to you. But we don't understand what is the verse said. Your desire, your wishes, your hope, you want it this way. Because if you really want it, you will follow it. Meaning you want it. But you couldn't say that desire. You couldn't say, I'm the one who need it. I find someone to throw it. Myself, the Satan. But Fir'aun, he said it. He said, I'm the God. Then when the nation of Prophet Musa, he told them, the magician, he said, you follow different God than me without even asking me. It's like if they ask me, will allow them. But it's like that. I'm your God. You did not even ask me. And you went, this is the punishment. Meaning to find the reason to punish. to find just a reason like that. But always be careful with the Satan. He will change the world, mother of nature, this and this. Prepare. We say do this, but on the end, we did not do anything. We did not do any change. I did not change. We start thinking about it like them. I don't need to think about it like them. I don't need to say what come more happen from God have. Yes, but you have. Are you ready to die? What are you ready? Allah He sent the angel to the prophets to tell them go out from the place where the punishment will be received. Why they said no, whatever Allah. They moved. Why? We don't need to stay where is the anger. When Allah angry, just stay away from it. Let Allah work done. Then come back with a different vision, different faith. Woke up yourself. We are blessed to see this stuff now. We can relate it to the story. It's a moment when you read the story. Don't let the Satan to ignore you. There is a flood that's been going on. There is a hurricane. Go check in Quran. What is the hurricane? Find the nation being destroyed with the hurricane. You will not find cat 5 or 6. You find something they cannot even trace. And it's been more than days and days. Nothing been left. Find other nation, how they been punished with the flooded, with Prophet Noah. How is it? And always reflect, in a moment reflect, and make a commitment with yourself. No, I should stop. Allah exists. Even if it doesn't, if it's not me, but it could be me. Yeah, it could be me. For always, there is many stories. There is many stories happening on this. Whatever they not believe in or any, but some stories can make you kind of reflect. There were a man, what happened to him, his son, because they watch too much TV. Be careful with the kids. When they watch too much TV, they react unconsciously. Something happened in the house, flooded. He went finding a toy. He wants to get his toy. So as his father, he tried to reach it. His wife gone. It's been pulled. It's been pulled. Imagine, you try to pick your kids, gone. Because why? Silly thinking. I need my toy. I need to save my dog. I need my cat. I need this. Because this, they now realizing this is a reality. The one teenager, they said, what happened to him? Well, I said we did not think it's so bad. We meant to party at that night. When we look at the window, we cannot even make it. They don't realize it's the reality. We don't see it because we did not face it. Or you could say it's a blessing from Allah. He gave you a sign. Maybe it could be us. One time I heard conversation between two. Said, what are you going to do? Said, well, I will move to where? To Florida. Why? I heard there is twice a year. Someone is there to have a business, to make insurance, $1 million with twice a year. He went there and opened a fake store. It doesn't matter to him. He's losing, but he's not losing. He's thinking, look at how is it? They play with their place in heaven. This is the reality. I mean, sometimes I have to wake up. I have to wake up. I don't need to keep chasing. When Allah, He told me, when Allah, He said, you will never have from what you have unless what's meant for us to have. Meaning, I might have $1,000. Allah, He swear, you cannot have it all. Show me how much you have. You might say, why? Because I need to realize Allah, He exists. I might do it. It's not working hard to get it or how hard you work. No. It's the attachment to your heart. You think you can do it. And as far we push it, we have to follow the process. It's like something, do it. Show me what you can do. You can't. It's been following us. There is always signs from God, but we ignore to see it. Not because the process, because I have to do it this way. No, try to do it by day and night. You cannot. But we keep ignoring Allah. But to the level Allah, He told us, if we keep ignoring it, He will switch our heart to not see it. Till He sent the sign and you not see it. Till He sent the way, the right way, you ignore it, then you follow the wrong way. Thinking this is the right way. You will give yourself, you paint it nicely. I'm a believer, I'm following stuff, I'm doing, no, whatever happened to me, happened to me. Well, if it's meant to me to die, I will die. No, I mean this, but when you realize what you're doing, nothing can tell you following something to the hereafter. I know I'm gonna die, but I don't see myself standing praying. I know I love God, but I'm not gonna see myself standing doing the Fajr or any. I know I love God, but I'm not dealing nice with my children, wife, raising them. Yeah, those we have them. We good as a human. They are good for advertising. As Pharaoh, he said to his nation, they said to him, are you letting Musa and his people, Musa, to change the religion of my people? This is my religion. And you let him, he need to change the religion, meaning to change them, not worshiping the right God, to worship different God. He said, no, we're not letting him do it. Look how is it, the nation. So what are we going to do? Look how he threw it. He did not say anything, Pharaoh. They said he was smart. He just leave it to them. He said, well, you should do this and this. And he said, okay, we'll punish, we'll do this. They do it till they believe, they think he's a God. When we read the verse, when Allah, he saved his body for his nation because they think he will never die. It's not for us. He's already gone. They think God, he will not die. Allah, he saved his body for them to see. Then they realize now is a God. Even though when they went with the Prophet, they still kind of the fate, because sometimes the way how we think is not the way how we act. Fate, it take moment in your heart. Sometimes it take a year, sometimes 2 years, sometimes 3 years. It's we act to the feeling, to the moment of fate. Meaning, if this way I'm here, I'm listening to something, I feel good. Soon as I go, I forget this stuff. It need work. I'm facing the life, my habit. I've been creating a habit. It take time. So what happened after they passed the the sea? They said, we need a God, physical God. Kind of like they used to be God, I need to see God. And their story, it's a big story. But it's a huge story in Quran. Why? So we know as a human nature. Allah, he told us clear, the human nature, we will still have those manner and behavior. As life goes, we will have them. Allah, he left something, life, living word, so we can fix myself. I can take it, I can read it, I can fix it. The Sahaba, radiallahu anhu, they used to sit and talks about the verse, not the verse. They used to see how can they fix their issue. Okay, I have a problem, for example, I love job. I love job more than Allah, but I see it, but I don't know what to do. Well, when you read the verses, it start talking to you. Why are you doing it? For what reason? Do you love it or you just want to do it? You keep looking until you find yourself, no, I don't have any reason. I don't have any meaning to do this. Meaning I have to look for another thing. It just maybe you don't have a love when you grow up. Maybe you just find something you want to prove yourself. Maybe and maybe. Till you find the reason. Always I have issue with my wife. Quran, look at the way how it deal. Even with the divorce, look the way how is it. Even this is a big drama. And still there is a way. Do you know the verses in Quran? None of them it said go divorce. All of them it said find a way to stay. Give a time. Even the 3-month time maybe. And he needs to stay with you. Imagine you divorce your wife and he should stay with you in a house. She can stay with you just to stay together, not to be apart. Always it's like that. Allah Almighty, he wants us to find a way because life is still same, struggle still same. What's changing is the word of Allah. You have to throw it inside your heart like a seed. You need the right rain, then you will start feeling there is a change. Meaning if you get it as the other they get it, there is a problem. If a Muslim he start talking same way as the other, they don't have any belief. What is the difference between me and him? At least they do something to save themselves. But a Muslim, they don't think of it as they should. Always remember, if something happened, the first thing I need to know, it comes from God. To start with, either warning or punishment, warning or reminder. The way how we look at it, I reflect on myself. It could be me. I could be the one who will die next day. What I should do? Prepare for the safety way and prepare for the going back to God. And give a promise. If that's stuff, this is what I will do. Take the safety route, go back to God, trace your way to heaven again. Not to ignore it, because if we keep ignoring it and think of it like the other, it's like nothing happened. Sign and after sign and after sign, on the end, nothing happened. It's like I'm saying, well, I will not be perfect. This is just a word Satan, he sold them to us. But what perfect is to do what you've been told. And this is perfect to do what you've been told. When Satan, Allah, he asked him, he did not yet. He wait. Because he will lie. He said, I'm better than him. He did not say, I thought I'm now with the angel. Some scholar, they said, well, it could be different route. I thought I heard it different way. No, he said, I'm come over Allah decision. We see it. Allah told us pray. We don't say, we give excuse. No, I thought this time's not better for me. Let's move it. No, I don't give a reason or something. We start kind of overcome Allah's decision. This is the reaction. I mean, this is the reality. The action. Always faith. You want to see your faith, see your action, and match it. If your faith match your action, meaning you're doing the right thing. If your faith matching your lip service, meaning we're going just back.